Hi everyone, welcome to my online class. Today we are going to discuss how to install and configure Java runtime on a Windows system. As we know, Java is a high-level programming language, a program written such that it cannot be run on a machine directly. It needs to be translated in a machine language so that it can run on the top of that operating system. So as we know that there are different type of operating system like Windows, Linux, Macintosh. So to run Java on those different type of platform, we need to get a help. It's kind of a thin layer of the software called Java runtime. So Java runtime, or in other words JVM, Java Virtual Machine, is a layer of the software developed by Oracle Corporation that needs to be installed on an operating system, so that when a developer writes a program, it runs on the top of that JVM. So underneath the JVM, whatever that type of the operating system, it doesn't aware of that operating system. So in that way, Java program become platform independent. So let me explain more graphically in this diagram. So as we know, the computer is the combination of the hardware and software. So let's say if this is my hardware, and hardware means my CPU, memory, network card, hard drive, and on the top of that hardware I have operating system, and this operating system can be Windows, can be Linux, can be Unix, can be Mac, different type of operating system. Now if I install and configure Java runtime, it actually run on the top of this operating system. So it is a thin layer of software. JVM itself is a layer of software but runs on the top of operating system. Now if I run a program, so let's say this is my Java program, and this Java program actually running on the top of that JVM, and underneath whatever operating system is not aware of that. So this is one advantage. Second important advantage is here, it is portable. So let's say developer 1, I'm a developer 1, I run this program on Windows operating system, and now if I copy this program to, let's say, in another machine, let's say this is server 2 or machine number 2, and this machine is similarly, all machines structure is the same thing, is had a hardware, operating system, and here it is JVM, and I can easily run this program on the top of that JVM. And this operating system, let's say maybe it is a Unix operating system, because as I mentioned that it is not aware of that what is underneath of that um, operating system. So this is the layer JVM, the Java software or Java program is running on the top of JVM. So that's why it becomes the platform independent. Second thing that what we just mentioned, that computer does not understand any human language. It has to be translated into machine language. So let's say if I am a developer, I write a Java program. So let's say my program name is called, let's say demo1.java. So this is my code. I open a notepad. I type public class demo1, public static void main, and write down all the code. So this code, I save it, that file as a .java extension in my computer, and now I want to compile it. So Java runtime has a compiler. So this Java compiler, so compiler is a process or is a method or is a mechanism to convert this human language to the machine language. So this, when we compile, completed successfully, it will create a new file called demo1.class. And this class file is a kind of a bytecode. In other words, it is a machine language. When it is translated or converted as a bytecode, now I can run, let's say I have this is my Unix machine, this is my Windows machine, or it is my, let's say, any Macintosh machine, whatever the platform it is. And on the top of all this machine, I just have I need a JVM. So here also I have a JVM, here also I have a JVM, and on Mac also I install and configure Mac. So now this demo1.class I can easily run here. This also can be run here. This can be run also here. So this is the specialty of Java program. So to install and configure Java runtime on any machine is the prerequisite to run any type of Java related program. So in today's world, that application in the implementation perspective, you know that we use Android phone, Apple iPhone, or any type of end user device like iPad, laptop can be Windows 7, Windows 10, or I might use an Samsung phone or iPhone. It might be operating system, might be Android or maybe iPhone. Every of those type of operating system, they have Java runtime installed and configured, so that the developer or whoever create an app, let's say that someone create an app called app 1, and it is a Java based app 1. Once they publish this app 1, this app 1 can be is available for, let's say, on an Android machine or an iPhone or iPad, and it can be run in any of those platforms. There is no platform dependency anymore. So that's why this Java, today's world, most of this type of, especially the mobile app, mostly developed by Java program. So let's say, as we now understand the importance of the JVM, so now let's say how I can install Java program, Java runtime. So before that, I need to make sure that my computer, what type of operating system it is. So there are 32-bit operating system versus I might have 64-bit operating system. So when I go to the Oracle website, both version is available. So before I download what version JVM I need to make sure what type of operating system I do have. So to do that, you can do multiple ways. So the easiest way, you can click start, and then on your search button type a command called msinfo 32. If you type this msinfo 32 command, you can see in my case it is called system information window open, and I can easily see that Microsoft Windows 7 Ultimate, and it's a system type x86-based PC. That means it is a 32-bit PC. And so easily I can determine, okay, my operating system is a 32-bit operating system, so I need a 32-bit version JVM on this machine. On the other hand, I have another machine. Let's say similarly, I just type search, and then from here I type msinfo32, and you can see it shows me system type is x64. So easily I can understand this is a 64-bit operating system, so I need 64-bit Java runtime. Now another way I can do, let's say if I click search button and then type cmd, and then I set pro. When I set pro command, this is a nice command. You can see set space pro. It clearly telling us that my computer is an AMD 64. So AMD is a processor or CPU model. It might be AMD, it might be Intel in your case, whatever it is, but the important part, it is 86 or it is a 64. If I run the same command in other computer, so here let's say I have, this is Windows 7 machine, I type cmd and type set pro. Here it shows me processor underscore architecture equal x86, so it is an 86. So either way, you can either you type msinfo32 or set space pro command to determine what type of operating system you have. So once you determine so let's say in this machine we determine that it is a 64-bit operating system. I go to the Google, and then from here I type download Java JDK. When I type Java JDK, and she said there are a lot of links here. So I think Java or www.oracle.com. So as it is the Oracle vendor website, I click that link, and easily you can see that Java SC downloads, and then there is a Java icon here. You can see the download. I should click this download option, and in the bottom, as you can see, there is a license acceptance agreement, the accept license agreement. I click this agreement, and then there are multiple type of version here. It's a Linux. If I have a Linux, I should download this. But in our case, it is a Windows 64. We already determined, right? So I think the second last one is it is the one that we are looking for. Windows x64 underscore bin.exe. So if I click this button, this should be downloaded to my system. And it is a very, I believe it is less than 200 megabytes, so it will be downloaded very quickly. And you can see in my machine, within 20 seconds, 30 seconds, it took to download. So when I click that show folder button, by default in Windows system, mostly it is downloaded to the default location. As you can see, C user, I log in this machine as an administrator. If you log in as, let's say, as Mike, you should see Mike, and then there is a download folder. And then this is the exe file that we just downloaded. I just double click this file and just click run. And so once you click run, you see that this is in my machine, it says you already have installed on your computer. Do you have to reinstall? I say yes, because in my machine I already installed. But in your case, it will be clean install. So I click yes. When I say click install, it will give you this type of wizard. Welcome to installation wizard, Java SC development kit 12.0.2. So this is our version of the Java. Click next, and by default it goes to this location. You see that C program file Java. So remember this path because we need to go there. C program file Java, and then JDK-12.0.2. Click next, and it will not too much time. In my case, it is taking less time because as I already installed. In your case, maybe it will take more time. So if there is a next step, if you click next step, and it's how do you want to open this type of link, all those stuff. So I think you can skip that. You just click close, and so now Java is installed. Installation is done. So once installation is done, the next step I have to configure. I have to tell my operating system where is the location of Java. So very important part is here that to configure the Java. A lot of cases people say, hey, why my operating system doesn't know where is the location of Java. This is called configuration. So the easiest way to configure Java, if you open Windows Explorer or your File Explorer, this is the window, right? The yellow icon on your taskbar. When you open, you see this is this PC. As you can see, this is on the left side. So if you right click this PC, go to properties, and then you see the advanced system setting, and here we have something called environment variable. So we need to configure this environment variable. So if I click environment variables, and from here we have to do two things. One, we have to create a new variable. So I say new, and then you can type uppercase Java, Java underscore home, and then you can keep the location of your Java. So you remember, we already know the location of Java C program files, then Java. So you see that this is the location, right? So I can click this location up to C program file Java JDK-12.0.2, and then I put as a value. So I create a new variable, system variable. Don't be confused that when here come to this window under environmental variable, you'll see there are two variables. One is called user variable, one is in the bottom called system variable. So, and in both places there is a new option. You can see new buttons, but we are now interested to create a new system variable. So don't click user variable. On the system variable, click new, variable name is Java underscore home, uppercase, and then give the location of your Java, where is your Java is located, and then click OK. I already created that, so I create cancel. And then another important variable that we are looking for called path variable. You see that PATH path variable. So again, this is depending on the different location. If I click edit now here, and you can see there are a lot of other application already give the path here. So it should not be blank. It should be already, because in my computer there are so many other programs running. So everybody keep their information to this path variable. So now I need to tell, hey, my Java is here. So to do that, go all the way to the end, and then once you find the location at all the way end, then you can see, okay, I just keep going on the right side. I put the arrow mark here, and I put a semicolon, and then on this location, where is my Java here, right? So now I have to click bin. So here only difference is that under path variable I have to tell up to bin folder. So C program file Java, then JDK, then bin. So I copy, I right click. This is called address bar, right? When you click your mouse here, it should be highlighted like that. And then you right click, copy, and then you put that information in this bin folder. If you are using Windows 10 or probably Windows 8 also has seen, it is much easy, because in that type of operating system, there is a new button on the right side called new, and you see there in this location all the variable in one line, but over there it will be separate line. So it will be easy for you. Just click new button, and there will be another text box will come called variable value. You just copy paste that value there. Okay, so whatever operating system it is, if it is like this way, you put at the end, make sure there is a semicolon. So semicolon make the separation between one value versus another value. Or you can, in another, like as I said, Windows 10 have a separate line. Each value has a separate line. So whatever it is, and then click OK, OK, OK. So here there is one OK here, another OK is this one, and another OK is this one. There are three OK. So when you click OK, 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 and then close all those windows, and then now you want to validate that Java actually install on your machine or not. So in this case, if you right click, click CMD to open the command prompt. So when you in the search button, if you click CMD, it will open like that. Now at the very beginning, you can type Java space, there is a space dash version. So this is the way that we can validate that my operating system can recognize my Java. If it is, then what type of version. So if I type Java space minus version, you see that it clearly tell me Java version 12.0.1. Why 1? We download 2, right? Because I did not configure 2. Remember, I just click cancel. I didn't click OK, OK, OK. If I click OK, 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 then it should tell me my version is 2. Because I already have one version. So that's why I didn't override it. Right? And now once it is that, then if you type Java, just type Java program, just type Java, and you see that it shows you all the code like that. It's not code actually, this is the path of the Java, right? All kind of Java related commands and the switches are here. And if you type Java C, Java C means compiler. So these are all, it also shows you. Once you see like that, that means you can understand, yes, Java is installed and it is configured properly. I'm ready to go to develop and run any kind of Java program on this system. So if you open one more time your C program file Java folder, all the file that I showed you, you can validate that file also there. So if you go to Java, JDK 12.0.1, under bin, under bin, if you expand it, all the executables are here. That is we are looking for. Looks Java. You see the Java C, Java dog, Java W. These are all those executables we need to run the program. So now once I understand that yes, my Java program is running on my system and it is configured properly, so easily now you can run a program on your system. So if you are familiar how to run a Java program, just let's run a very short Java program very quickly. So let's say first of all I create a new file folder here just to make sure that I organize my all programs. So let's say I give the name Java program, just Java Pro, for example, program. Okay, just give a folder called Java program. So this is the folder I'll keep all my program. So now open a notepad. So when I open notepad, now this is my data I'm going to write. I'm a developer right now, I'm going to create. So I say okay, public and static public class, let's say public class name is, let's say, demo1, and then I am right. These are the syntax. We are not, this video is not meant for how to run a Java program. This video is meant for how to install and configure Java program. I'm Java JVM. So let's say public static void main string arguments, and then I say okay, system dot, this is an output, system dot out dot println, and let's say I put some data here. Hello, this is my first Java program, something like that. I put the semicolon and then I close my two curly bracket. So this is basically a simple Java program. I say a public class, I create a class, it is a public type class, and the name of the class is the demo1. So here it is a, you see that if you look very closely, you see Java is a case sensitive operating system. So some word is uppercase, some are lowercase. So for example, here is string is capital word, and you say systems, S is capital word. So you have to memorize this type of syntax at the very beginning when you write the code. So this is a class, this is the method, this is the method, and what is class and what is method I'll explain in our next videos. So public static void main string arguments, and then system out println hello, this is my Java. So I did a mistake, you see I didn't close the semicolon because there is a two quotation here, you can see, right? So when I open the quotation, I have to close this quotation and run, and there, at the end of there is a semicolon, and that cool button. So now I have to save this file save as, let's say my file name is demo1 dot java. It is very important, it has to be dot, extension has to be dot java. So when I say dot java and save as type, I have to change it to all files. If I do not do that, then what will happen, computer, because it is a text file, right? So it will be add another extension after Java. So it will be demo1.java.txt. But I do not want it put .txt at the end. So that's why I change the save as types to all files. This is very important. A lot of new user who wants to learn Java, they do this mistake when they save the file. Save as type all file. Where I'm going to save it? I want to save it to my Java program folder. So under Java, look here the location C:/Java program. This is my full location. My file name is demo1.java. Here my class name is demo1. So that's why I have to save the file exactly the same name. As I keep my file name demo.d capital, here also it will be capital word. So demo1.java, save as type all file, click save. So now if I go to my command prompt, if you type CLS, it will clean the screen, and then if you type, you have to go to that location, cd/cd Java program, right? Java program program. So it is here. If you type now dir, to see what is inside this folder, it will tell you it's a demo1.java, right? So this is your like human language. As a developer, I save the file as a demo1.java. So what we have learned in the beginning, we said that Java, to run a Java program, we have to compile it. Compile it means we have to convert, we have to translate this human language to the machine understandable language. That means bytecode. How to do that? Java has a compiler, Java C. Remember we said in the diagram we draw in the beginning, the compiler convert a regular file into machine language or machine understandable language, or in other word we call bytecode. So Java C demo1.java. If I do not do any mistake on this syntax, then it should run. You see there is no error message, nothing. So now if I go to that folder, Java, you should see two files. One is your demo1.java, like this is the extension is Java, another is class file. So if you open this class file, it will be, if you open, right click and open in a notepad or any editor, you see this is kind of garbage character. You cannot read it anymore. It is called machine language. Only machine can understand. So now I want to run it. how to run it, I type Java, just type Java and then file name is demo1, and you see the hello, this is my first Java program. I see the output. So this is the way, the simple way that we can install, run, and then after that we can start writing our code. So the way that I just show you right now to the notepad, in the real world, when a real developer start writing this type of code, of course they will not use notepad. It is just very basic how to run a Java program that I showed. But in our next video, we can show you there is a lot of other type of software. For example, Java Eclipse type of software we can install and on our machine, and that will be much easier. It will be color coded. If let's say by mistake I put a semicolon, I didn't put a semicolon, right away it will highlight it, and I can understand that, oh, I did a mistake, I didn't put, because sometimes we are human. Sometimes let's say I forgot to put double this quotation here or make a semicolon. So that type of unit testing I can do it right away using those type of software. But whatever I use, either Notepad or Java Eclipse, without Java runtime, I cannot execute any Java program on this machine. So hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you very much.